Well, there could be a mass exodus or there could be a riot. Bill wanted something with Beatnik in it. He said, I want something with Beatnik in it. And I said, well, how about Beatnik Nightmare? And it stuck. We're a bunch of pissed off old guys. Yeah, things aren't the way it ought to be, and we're complaining. We're doing it with music instead of, you know, passive-aggressively not doing our jobs or something. We go to work every day and we come home and wail on guitars to get it out of our system. Well, we've got a rock opera coming up. It's based on classic mythology. We're looking at how the fairy tale teaches lessons to young people, how that, and gaining your heart's desire, you actually destroy everything you love. It should be a very uplifting kind of thing. There will be 2 songs from actually they're not part of the opera itself, they're part of the associated project. You're going to be hearing Winter Sky, which is kind of a song about lost love, and then we're going to hear I'm Lost, which is actually based on a song Mark and I wrote called Who Put the Quaaludes in My Cornflakes. But it's been cleaned up for a decent audience. It's more, once again, a song about being lost and not being able to find one's way. In fact, it's interesting, I will get to do my first public singing and then backing vocals on this, so I'm looking forward to it.
So people will find themselves through you finding yourselves.
They will. And even if they don't, I will find myself through me finding myself, hopefully. And if not, then, as the song says, I will be lost. Yeah, Cromwell Rothschild. He's playing the electronic wind instrument.
I see.
He's filling in. You know, a lot of the previous stuff required multi-tracking and multiple tracks with keys and key guitars and all that stuff. So we're hoping to dispose of that for live performances. So get Mr. Rothschild blowing the Ewee and
The name is
just kind of a Men Without Hats feel. Yeah, I really don't know. He's kind of a man of mystery. We found him wandering in the park one day with a saxophone, and he just seemed like the kind of guy that would fit in with the group overall, you know. I rose to my current level of rock stardom. I was kind of living in this flop house in Memphis, and then some old friends of mine pulled me out to fill in for a late friend of mine. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, and so you know, one thing leads to another, and here we are.
Well.
They found him cut in half by a train out in Lebanon, Virginia. Had a bottle of gin in one hand and a cigar in the other. Smell of ham on his breath. But you know, the good die young, and sometimes the bad die young too. And I guess that was the case where the bad just died. Gilby's. Gilby's job. There was only about that much left in the bottom, so apparently he'd had a good evening. Yeah. What he was doing in Lebanon has never been explained. I mean, there's nothing there. And I think he was on some sort of wanderlust. He just couldn't contain himself. You know, he had to get out, see something of the world. But why the train tracks and why at night? Questions that'll never be answered, not on this side of the veil anyway. Well, we call it experimental folk psychedelia. I think that would probably be the best description. It pulls elements from a lot of the great psychedelics band, but there's also a real influence from electronica and new age and very experimental music. The bass player likes to think we sound like King Crimson. I like to think we sound kind of like Flock of Seagulls. I think tonight you'll probably think Simon and Garfunkel more than anything else. We're doing a little white boy reggae to go along with it, so hopefully that'll get the crowd stirred up.